All right, Math 121 late start students. It's time actually to start our Math 121 journey. All our review is done. You've taken your review tests, and now it's time to start. But before I walk you through a Canvas module and what that looks like, let me also let you know that going into our first round of modules, there is a lot of overlap between a Math 114 class, college algebra prep, and a Math 121 class, intermediate algebra. So for some of you, the topics of polynomials and factoring polynomials will probably still feel like review. And even in my videos, you'll notice that the guided notes say Math 114 on them. And that's because there is an overlap between the two classes. So don't be surprised. Don't start thinking anything is wrong. We're kind of still in a review phase a little bit, but I kind of like to make sure we're all got this ground covered because polynomials are a pretty major item throughout the rest of our semester for us. Okay, so don't be surprised when you look at guided notes and you see 114 on them, or me even referencing 114 in the videos. That's not an error. It's just the overlap. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen. And what you're currently looking at right now is our home screen. All right. And you guys have done a good job walking around. If I go press modules right now, what you'll see is the getting started module that you've already been through, the review module that you've went through, and then slowly but surely you're going to be getting to the review models. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and do this real quick. Let me get out of student view. Come on. All right. Yeah. So you saw that. And then there's the section 4.1 module, the section 4.2 module, 4.3 module, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So those are the modules that you'll be working through. What I want to point out to you guys is every module that I make has basically the following components. There's an overview page that gives you lesson objectives as well as the notes. There's usually pages of videos that I've made going through the notes. There's a discussion board. There's a place where you can upload your guided notes for me to grade. And then there's the last page is usually a quiz slash homework with some problems for you to attempt to make sure you understood the lesson. So as I scroll through this, notice that section 4.2 has that same rhythm, right? There's an overview page, pages, in this case, 2 pages of videos and notes, a discussion board, a place to upload your guided notes, and then it ends with a quiz and homework to do. All right, so every single one, you'll notice 4.3 has the same thing, and 4.4, etc. All right, so let me go ahead then. When you're ready to start doing a module, press the overview page. And again, there's the video you're currently watching, but every overview page has 2 components to it. Number one, it's got the lesson objectives. So for 4.1, our objective is to revisit the definition of exponents, learn some exponential rules, and then practice using these exponential rules to simplify expressions. So that's the major topic of discussion. What you want to do on your end is at the bottom here, the second thing on each overview page is a link to the guided notes. So you're going to upload these guided notes. Once they get uploaded, in this case, the notes that are 5 pages long, you'll see that there's some groundwork about exponents. So we're revisiting the exponential rules, right? I'm showing you some exponential rules that we're going to be learning, right? And then after we've learned those rules, we have some example problems where we get a chance to use those rules. So pretty much what you see in the notes is what I said in the lesson objectives. All right. So again, if you have the ability to print these notes out, print them out. If you want to do them on your iPad, do them on your iPad. If you don't have any of that technology, take out a piece of scratch paper. And if you would, please match, right, page by page, what each page looks like so that I can follow you along and you can follow along in the videos. Right. So once you've done that, right, your next move is to go press next. And there's the videos. All right. So first video is me going through the exponential rules. It's pretty much the first page of the notes. All you have to do is watch, listen, and write down what I'm writing. That's basically it. I'm basically all the guided notes. I'm working you through all the definitions, all the examples. I'm showing you the way basically. All right. So just sit and listen, take good notes. All right. Second page, there's more videos, right? So as you saw, I'm going over all the rules. When do we add exponents? When do we multiply them? So there's all the rules for exponents, little summary. And then the next page has me going through the examples, right? So how do we simplify exponential expressions using the examples that I've done? So by this stage, right, all 5 pages of the note should be completed. All you have to do again is listen, watch, and fill in, pretty much write down what I'm writing. All right, so next page is a discussion board. Usually I find, especially if I've made some sort of mistake, this is a great place or for you to write down that where you saw the mistake, what video you saw the mistake, whatever the case might be. Maybe you need more clarification on a particular problem. So this is where you'd ask it. Later on, when you do your homework and quizzes, it's also another location where you can write your questions about the homework and quiz. All right, so there's a discussion board. Next page is basically your place. Let me go into student view here. If you were in student view, actually it's not open. This is where you submit your assignment. All right, so keep in mind you have 3 attempts to get the assignment right. All right, so make sure you're working ahead. Give me time to grade it, give you feedback, let you know what's missing. All right, and then make sure you also have one of the file formats. So just like you did with your practice assignment, make sure it's a PDF, a JPEG, or a PNG. Also, the date that it's due, right? So our first official Canvas module is due Wednesday night, September 27th at midnight, essentially. Okay, so you'll still submit your assignment, and then I'll grade it, let you know if everything's squared away. And then what you can do is the very last page has a little bit of a quiz / homework set. Again, you'll upload these. Right, and what it is just a practice set of all the stuff. So, I've showed you the rules, I've explained exponents. So you're basically going to apply what you think you've learned, all right, to these example problems. So in this case, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so there's about 10 problems, right, for you to experiment with what you have. Unlike the guided notes for the quiz, you do not have to turn these in for a grade onto Canvas, right? What I'm assuming you're going to be doing is you're going to come to class with your quizzes and homeworks ready to go, and we're going to discuss them. You're going to get in your groups. You're going to talk and compare answers. If there's any discrepancies, I'm going to walk around, listen to them, help you where I can, and then do little mini lectures or activities to try to make sure you understand, whatever it is you struggled with on the quiz and the homework. All right, and that's pretty much it. So when you're ready to go on to the next one, right, there's the next video, next module with the overview page, the guided notes, right, and then pages of videos for you to do. All right, so you can kind of see the same layout. Pages of videos for you to do, a discussion board for you to talk about the items, right, an assignment page for you to submit the assignment, right, as well as a quiz / homework to address. All right, so let me go back to modules again and show you that overview. So again, each module, right, there's an overview page where you get your notes, right? There's pages, in this case for 4.1, 3 pages of videos to help you fill in those notes, a discussion board if you have any questions, right? The board to submit your guided notes for a grade. And then the last page is usually a quiz homework for you to practice, right, what you've learned and do what I call ERPing, that you're going to find in another video, right? Reviewing, redoing, and practicing what you think you learn, right? Last but not least, before I go away, what you might want to do, I forgot to mention this, after you get to the end, you might want to come back to the overview page and revisit those learning objectives. So after you've taken your notes, when you're getting ready to do your homework, are you revisit what the are you familiar with the definition of exponents, what that means, right? Are you familiar with the rules, right? In this case, there were 6 of them that you need to learn. And then, are you familiar with the practicing and how to use them in simplifying expressions? If you are, that means you're probably ready for your quiz and your homework, all right, and to participate in class. All right, so that should give you a good idea. Let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen on how to do a module for our class. Again, one last reminder, since we are a late start class, we're trying to pack everything we're supposed to learn into basically a 12-week period. That sounds like a lot of time, but we only meet twice a week. And so I'm keeping you guys busy there's a module for you guys to be doing every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night. So make sure you are staying on top of your studies so that on Tuesdays and Thursdays when we do meet, you're ready to go and you're ready to talk and you're ready to converse and answer any questions I might throw your way. All right. So again, this week's a short week. There's only modules for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night. But from here on out, be doing some Canvas module work every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. We just have to in order to keep up with rhythm, have breaks when we want breaks and all that other good stuff. Okay. If you have any questions, please ask. All right. Send me an email, visit me for my office hours, or ask in class. All right. Other than that, get to work. I'm looking forward to grading your notes and conversing about your quizzes and homework in class. Take it easy.